No, of course not. I don't want a job. What are you? No.
This week, the cast talks about how they prepare for job interviews.
Generally, if I score an interview, so to speak, I do my research. And so by that time, I'm generally pretty confident.
Breathing exercises help me calm my mind and get me in a state of mind that I need to be to perform my best.
I have to speak aloud and encourage myself and say motivating things to myself, such as, like, you have this, Taylor, you got this, you are the best of the best. Because when you do that, you know you'll have faith in it.
Laughter, humor, it's the best medicine, and it's free. I would say, yeah, a joke. Make them laugh is a great way for me to create a sense of comfort amongst people that I meet, for the first time. And I think that is a great way to break the ice.
I'm a big believer in pre-production. Prep always makes me feel confident. Like, any kind of preparation that I can do makes me feel more secure. And like, if I'm like feeling really stressed, like a high stress level before something, I will close my eyes and do some breath work and remember what I'm doing, remember what I'm here to do, and then I'll open my eyes and I'll go do it.
Other types of things I do to make myself feel confident, I would say, is to actually spruce myself up a little bit, because when you feel good about yourself, that will translate from your body language and when you speak as well.
Yeah, I do really like bow ties, and those will make you stand out. Any bow tie that I can tie and feel good about, I like.
The things I do are definitely like having my hair done, getting a new outfit. Sometimes I like to get like facials and stuff like that. If I feel good, I feel more confident.
Now, the cast talks about their plans for the week ahead.
What I'm doing right now is just researching those industry leaders that I'm interested in, and a company that aligns with my values. For instance, I looked up fashion companies that are faith-based. So I found out that Forever 21 is a faith-based company, which I did not know. However, I was thinking about it, but I was like, I don't even really shop at Forever 21. So I'm not sure if there's a connection in that regard, because I want to like my heart to sing when I look at this company and be like, you're the one.
What I'm looking forward to working on this week, well, first up is my hopefully final interview with Hire Heroes USA on Tuesday. Because it's so close, I can almost taste it, and I'm really excited about that. I'm sure that I'll do well.
The cast opens up to each other about their struggles with the program.
To be honest, guys, I'm finding it really challenging to narrow it down to 3 companies, because I haven't found that spark yet, saying you're the one. I just didn't feel that connection. Right. Oh, y'all feeling the same way?
Yeah.
100%. No, it's been super hard. I feel like I've been I've been behind because there's so much craziness happening in my life before, and now I'm just trying to keep up and then saying okay, I still need a job. So, but doing the program, it is challenging. It's uncomfortable, but gotta do it.
I'm in the same boat. I'm freelancing and doing the program at the same time. So it's I'm juggling clients. I'm not making enough money, and I'm trying to network and do the program. And it's it's pretty crazy.
The cast learns how to conquer their first meetings.
I'm having kind of mixed results. I had the first person that I got in touch with at Netflix, actually, and she was I was assertive and oh, let's have a meeting, blah, blah, blah. And she was what's the meeting agenda going to be? And once I kind of told her what the agenda was, she was there's a job website for that. Don't bother me.
You went too fast to the proposal. This first meeting, if somebody comes back to you and says, well, what's the agenda? Just say, I want to grow my network. Mm-hmm. I want to meet more people at Netflix. You're one of those people. Let's get together. Let's not just connect on LinkedIn. Let's connect as human beings. That's what you say. You're not asking for a job. You're not asking for an interview. It's all about giving them something.
Right.
And you give them something with your whole heart. And most people, not everyone, most people will have that moment of reciprocity. This is not easy, is it?
No, this is super hard. Trying to narrow it down to 3.
If you just want a job, then just go get a job.
Yeah.
But
No.
all of you are here because that wasn't working. It's going to feel very slow. Like, do you remember those old locomotives in movies where they would just kind of start throwing in the coal and they're, start moving very slowly, and you can see how much coal and energy it takes to move an inch? It's going to feel a little bit like that. But right now, we're breaking things. We're breaking old habits. We're breaking old myths that you've all been told or taught. And you're going through a different door now. So we're shaking things up. And it makes sense to me that there's this feeling of I feel behind. I feel like I'm not fast enough, or maybe I haven't done enough work in this area. You're all making immense progress. I can see it. Don't look to see if they have a job opening, because 80% of the jobs are not even online.
Right, that's true. Yeah, I remember those numbers.
80% come from referrals and internal promotions. Don't look for the job, look for the relationship.
Yeah.
Don't look for the ring on the finger. Look for the coffee date. We want you to get as many first connections as possible, and we want you to start setting up those first meetings, first date, and develop a relationship. This is Zach. I'm going to go back to the first week I met you. You are not going to have any problems. You were very likable. So you're just going to be charming you. You're going to have a nice conversation, and you are not going to ask for a job.
No, of course not. I don't just want a job. What are you? No.
And
of course not.
I really want you to plan what you want from the meeting. So when the person says to you, Zach, that's so nice that you're going to give me endorsements. What can I do for you? I want you to know exactly what you're going to say.
Just a recommendation would be great. That would get me to where I need. An endorsement is always appreciated. I definitely admire, for example, like your preparation and how organized and ready you are. I think that something I need to get better on, and I think having you in my corner could only make me better.
That's an easy one. So, how was last week?
Fantastic. I had a really good week and got a response from them on Friday like they said they would. And I have a third interview coming up. They said I'm interviewing for the position as Idaho project manager for Hire Heroes USA.
I want you to keep going no matter what. Whether you get the job offer or not, I want you to keep going, because I want you to have another offer to use as leverage.
Absolutely.
No, I'm going to say, Jeremy, thank you so much. How can I help you?
Well, I would really like to meet with either your hiring manager or your human resources manager to see about potentially coming to work for your company in the future. I love your organization, and I think that you guys are doing an amazing job, and I would like to find out more about it.
That was awesome. You were just excellent.
I got a good trainer.
You knew exactly what to ask for, though. That was so good, Jeremy.
If you see me in person and understand how excited I get about helping veterans, I think that it speaks for itself. Yeah, the interview went awesome. It was actually with 6 people. It was a loaded room, but yeah, I did really well in my opinion, and I think I pulled it off.
Now, the cast learns how to overcome their biggest struggles.
The biggest challenge of the week was getting over my insecurities, definitely. Like when I was sending out the messages. Even though it was a great success with, the first meeting, man, doing the first messages, well, I did some messages, but really getting intentional with the messages and trying to figure out like what to say and when to hit send, man, that's hard. It was really good. It was really eye-opening that the process does work, and like, if you just listen and do the task, a lot of times they work out and stuff. So I was really happy about that.
Just asking for help. That's, as I've mentioned in the past, that's probably my biggest struggle. And to reach out and ask people for help that you don't even know is just beyond me. So this week's been, it feels almost like I'm walking on eggshells, but when you sit back and think about it, asking somebody that you don't know, that you've never contacted before for help, what's the worst that can happen? They can say no.
Zach is having issues and continues to miss meetings with SJ.
I know. Maybe I feel a little old school because I'm just not used to just like bombarding people with messages on, the internet, and it's just not my, I guess, I don't know, for lack of a better term, style.
Let's get going. Okay.
All right, he's gone now.
Yep. Well, this should be interesting tonight.
My biggest challenge is just trying to get through the awkwardness of trying to get your first contact, sending out messages, not really feeling like you're getting in touch with people. Maybe just patience. Maybe that's a big challenge for me. So this has just been it's a unique experience because when I send a message, I don't hear anything back. It's just like, am I even talking to the person I think I'm talking to?
A majority of the cast gains more confidence with coaching.
What SJ said was, again, just reaffirming the things in the past. Like I was telling her during our group sessions that I only sent out like 20 messages, even though I was supposed to send out 100. And she was like, no, you have to keep sending them, continue to send them, continue to send them. And I was just like, okay, like I don't think it's gonna work, but hey, I listened and it did work.
And she said, regardless of whether or not I get an offer this week, I shouldn't stop there. And even though this is potentially my dream job, it's always better to have multiple offers so that the negotiation factor can come in. And if you're going to be a manager, they want a negotiator. They don't want somebody that's just going to sit back and take everything that's handed to them right off the bat. They want somebody that is going to work hard and negotiate the best deals for your organization so that the most progress can be made.
I just feel 1,000 times more confident this week as opposed to last week. I think it just continues to grow my confidence. So that's definitely the biggest success. I'm ready to capture the attention of these employers and get the opportunity I feel I deserve.
All of that can be very discouraging because I felt like I was on such a roll in the beginning, receiving those interviews, and now it's like I feel like I'm at a standstill. But I just have to keep pushing forward because I know if I put the work in that I'm going to get results out. But what SJ is instilling in us is that we need to stop with sending online applications and we need to be more focused on building relationships. So right now I'm just more so focusing on the connection and building those human relationships.
What did I learn this week? I think if I had to sum it up into a word, perseverance. I don't know if I've deviated from like the program. I honestly, I've been so crazy. I haven't like really dug into the lessons. But if perseverance, if following up with people is what I've learned, then I don't ever really see that changing. If there's an opportunity that I want to go for, like I'll definitely go after that CBS job, and I'll continue to go after other opportunities too.
You know, you're putting yourself out there, so I don't want to just be something what I think people will want me to be. I want them to be attracted to me because of my genuine characteristics about me. So, you know, just to be my genuine self. Not just go into the situation because again, whatever is for me is for me.